This is the W2 Report with Sanji Himura. Here's Sanji.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of the W2 Report. I'm your host, Sanji Himura. Today, we take a look at the fact that Bungie reapplied an embargo, allegedly, on marathon reviews. But before we proceed any further, let's go over the ground rules with Lord Crocosquirrel.
Rule 1, be out the dick. Rule 2, if you are caught being the dick, we will disavow you and demand that you go back and revisit rule number 1. Do not contact anybody we talk about today or any other day, lest we have to disavow you completely and make you go away. Okay, Sanji, now you can do.
Now, Bungie asked sites to delay marathon reviews with the release date Steam player count below 100,000. This is according to notebookcheck.net, where Adam Corsetti wrote this brilliant piece of journalism, and we mean it in an honest way, not as a sarcastic way. You will know the difference if you've been any.
Yes, probably.
Now, gamers may form their own opinions about whether or not Marathon was worth the wait. Although not mandatory, Bungie has asked websites to postpone reviews, leaving Metacritic blank. Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah, I know. They say it's voluntary. It's probably really not. Nobody wants to get blacklisted as access journalism all over again. But as far as I'm concerned, although what they're doing right now is particularly scummy, Bungie, anything that screws over the on the flip side, anything that screws over the major sites, that's their bread and butter. You're not supposed to do that. That's probably pissed them all off, which is, in my mind, a good thing. Maybe they'll go away. Nobody trusts them anyway. I don't trust them, certainly. Okay. But then I like to use gameplay to show what you're gonna get.
Buyers undecided about Bungie's new extraction shooter won't find much guidance on Metacritic. This is partly due to the publisher's request to delay marathon reviews until it's after its release date.
Like the end of this month. And since the month's not yet half over.
Company has asked sites to hold their opinions until more content arrives later in March. They don't get to fucking do that. Pardon my language.
They do. They can ask. It doesn't. It's not gonna matter.
They can ball and tell.
I mean, they can do whatever they want. They can ask. They can demand. They can put it in their embargo. But picking up the ball and going home just doesn't sit right with me.
Well, picking up the ball and going home is just kind of a thing at this point. They don't want to do that, but they're going to anyway.
Okay, on the Reset Era forums is emerged that popular contributors media outlet didn't get early access to the server. Others backed up the claim, mentioning that IGN's in-progress evaluation won't be final until the end of the month. Bullshit! They can do it whenever they want. They just said
they can.
They just have to get punished for Bungie's fuck up in releasing the game early.
Like they're not already being smacked around for it.
Now, it's unclear if positive marathon reviews would have boosted the game's peak Steam player count. Still, the title is falling short of some predictions, topping out at 87,000 on its March 5th release date. currently ranks outside the top 10 most played games on Valve's marketplace. Observers have noted that the new indie game Slay the Spire 2 has reached a healthier 177,000.
Oh, well, 500,000, just about a little less than 500,000 people is not bad at it's not great, but it's actually not to be sneezed at during at release. The fact that it's down well under 100,000 now is that's saying something. Especially since they say it's a PvP sort of creature, and I know it's actually possible to make a single player extraction shooter. Still, huge pain in the ass for everybody.
During the server slam, the Bungie project saw a Steam player count of over 143,000 players. However, that number steadily declined before the playtest ending. Now, with a $40 price tag, players may hesitate to give it a second chance. Bungie's fears may be unwarranted. Despite the skepticism, early marathon reviews are praising the extraction shooter. At the moment, it boasts a very positive rating of more than 84%. Most gamers enjoyed the smooth gunplay familiar with Bungie games like Destiny 2. Even so, the complaints about a congested UI have been...
Halo. Don't forget Halo. The Halo games are actually what really got is the method I believe that they used for Marathon. Destiny 2, not great. The original Marathon did very, very well, actually. It put Bungie on the map. And because I'm such a huge prick, I'm gonna see if I can't do a side-by-side comparison between new Marathon and original Marathon.
Even so, complaints about a congested UI may have been common since initial demos.
Most likely.
Oh no, it's absolutely true.
Not many players are bemoaning a lack of content, which seems to be a concern for the studio. Opinions vary about Bungie's rather unusual appeal to sites. Some gamers feel that critics should be encouraged to issue their final verdicts on a paid product. On the other hand, live service model can drastically change a game after its release date. Oh, so that's why they asked to hold back on reviews.
Still not acceptable.
No,
they're charging money for it. They're getting reviewed.
Yep,
that's
my thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, look, we're gonna talk about two completely different versions of Nomad or Marathon. As two games released within 30 years of each other. Actually, it hasn't even been that long. Actually, I think it's only been about 20 ish. I have to go back and look. But yeah, with the same damn title. That can get confusing.
Season 1 for the Extraction sci-fi shooter is underway, but players can expect major additions to surface soon. An in-game zone map will give them a better sense of the narrative, its direction. A ranked mode promises to bolster competitive multiplayer options in the second half of March. Now, shall we see their email that they sent to reviewers?
Before that, I'm going to tell you right now, you can get Marathon 2, and Marathon Infinity, all at the same time for free.
Ooh, tell me more.
Yes,
sounds good.
If you go and visit any of them, type in Marathon and look for the ones that are marked free to play. Marathon Classic, or Classic Marathon 2, and Classic Marathon Infinity. They're all free on the Steam store right now. They look like Doom or Castle Wolfenstein. But yeah, that's a thing. Okay, let me just grab I have to grab the original. Okay, original release date. Because
That is very deceptive. May 10th, 2024.
yes, because that's when it was released. That's when it was released the same with the classic label attached to it.
Oh, did Alpha 1 do a Black Forest remaster?
It's Aleph one. I don't know.
Aleph 1? Because I remember...
December 21st, 1994 was the original point. So yeah, roughly
Right,
30
so it
years
is
ago.
30 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, I had that right the first time. Kind of weird. How did I do that? Actually, it was honestly for my part, it was a guess. Talking about 32 years between that one and this one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now that I have all three of those games installed on my computer,
Marathon Infinity was released in 1996, so that would be exactly 30 years ago. But it was 1 year for 3 years, and then they went quiet for a while.
now that I have all three games installed on my computer, let's take a look at the embargo.
The new embargo.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's just like old New Coke.
Actually, New Coke was tastier than the original Coke, and like 5 people screamed until they stopped making New Coke and turned it into classic Coke, bringing back the original recipe.
Marathon
They should have told those 5 people to fuck off.
Yeah.
My opinion. You can
Marathon-
ignore my opinion if you want, but you'll probably regret it. Okay.
Marathon launches worldwide at 10 a.m. Pacific time on March the 5th. There is no embargo on any coverage, impressions, live streams, VODs, or assets. You can publish content as you play the game. However, we ask that you hold your full review and impressions until you play Cairo Archive, Marathon's pinnacle in-game zone and experience, which will be unlocked in the second half of the month. To be clear, this isn't a mandate, but a request.
Right, a request.
In the words of George Owen, bullshit. And with that attitude,
if you wish to maintain your access journalism, we request that you succumb to the request.
You may succumb now. Bow before me, you sheep.
Well, unfortunately, if we really wanted to say something about it, we could say, fuck you and your request. We will publish a review anyway.
Yep.
The only reason why we haven't done it yet
is because we don't have a copy of the new one. That being said, there will be a live stream featuring both of those games, and then a separate uploaded review on my channel that Sanji is going to edit for me. Aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Okay. That settles that part.
We are diplomatically requesting that you edit that review.
You know what? It's been more than 10 years since the last time I edited a video. It's been a long time.
Yeah. I don't think I ever seen you make edited content before.
That's because you haven't been paying attention. Go and look at ADHD Gamer. No, really. The little short, snacky things. You'll love it.
Okay.
Well, somebody will love it.
But But unfortunately, this is probably a good time for us to cut off for the day. Because we are getting into rambling territory, and we don't like that. We don't like to waste your time like that.
Right.
Anyway, I have been Sanji Himura. Thank you for watching. Remember to do all the YouTubey things, and beware, the tax man cometh.
Hello, folks. This is Morgan Freeman. This concludes our broadcast day. I'm Morgan Freeman. Good night.